Considering that Njumtseka, the Minister of Defense of South Africa, is currently in Russia, the Deputy Minister of Defense of South Africa, Bantu Olomisa, went to the South African Parliament to tell them that a commission of inquiry will be taking place to determine why South African soldiers died in Goma and why the other remaining soldiers were held in Goma for 3 months as prisoners of war. The objective of this inquiry is to discover what were the reasons why the South Africans ended up dying, why they were deployed to Goma, and to also find out how it is that they ended up being captured as prisoners of war. As you would know, I went into Goma and did a documentary to determine the reasons why there was a SADC deployment into Goma, why they lost the war, and what it is that caused them to be prisoners of war. SADC went into Goma ill-informed. They went into Goma with false intelligence that M23 are soldiers that come from Rwanda, and so they went and waited for these soldiers to come from the north and the northeast in Rwanda, hoping to destroy them on the way in. Unfortunately for SADC, the M23 come from a community of people that are called the Kinyarwandan people of Congo. These people constitute over 10 million people. And so when it is that SADC went into a region in which they are a majority, they were surrounded. SADC were like fish in water trying to fight the water. They were never going to win that war. When we went to do this documentary, we asked the South African government, South African Defense, SADC and other SADC members to participate in this documentary so that they could tell us their side of the story and so that they could address any allegations made against them. SADC, its members, and everyone in the region refused to participate in this documentary. But members of Congo, members of the Great Lakes, and even some members of rebel movements inside Congo decided to speak to us. And there was an overwhelming sense from them that SADC came into Congo not for peacekeeping, but for a war of aggression against the Kinyarwandan-speaking people who they were trying to assist the Congolese government to remove from their ancestral land so that the Congolese government can give this land to mining companies that belong to the former colonizers. It's unfortunate that SADC did not want to participate in this documentary, but it is alleged that not only did they want to attack Rwanda and M23, but they did it in cahoots with the United Nations, MONUSCO, and terrorist organizations like the Wazalendo and genocideers who caused a genocide in Rwanda like the FDLR